Welcome back to the Rendezvous Point.
Yeah. I'm Galina.
She's gonna drop like a diss track or something? Like, I have to drop a rap battle? Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just in a silly goofy mood, I guess. I'm tired.
I'm tired already. We haven't just started. We've been yapping for the past hour.
Yeah,
like,
literally more than an hour.
You called me a bit before 1, and it's 2:15 now.
Oh my god.
So
yeah, because
yappers.
I was literally talking to Jimmy and Shane about this last night, about how, what was that? I said, me and Mackenzie want to be professional yappers. And then literally everyone in my car, which was Kate and Jimmy and Shane, they all went, you already are. And
That's like when... What's it called? Jimmy's like, I can't listen to the podcast because what would we talk about? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, do you not talk about the same, like, do you not tell me the same things as you talk about on the podcast? I'm like, maybe.
You don't want to hear it twice? What?
Like, as if you don't want to hear me talk always. Like, that's your role as a boyfriend.
Just
listen to me yap.
Listen to it on the plane. Listen to it on the bus. On the train.
All right.
While he's doing his march.
Love
oh my god, last night, I know exactly what you mean, but I remember when you said he just marches everywhere. I was walking behind him and he's marching and I lost it laughing and he goes, what? I'm like, Jimmy, you're marching right now. And he goes, I'm sorry. And then he stopped for like 1 second and then jumped straight back into
it. We'd walk somewhere and we'd be talking and then all of a sudden he'd be like, left, right. I'm like, you fucking marching? And he wouldn't let me walk out of sync with him. Like, he had to walk in sync with me. I just walk normally. He had to walk at the same pace as me. And would just occasionally be like, left, right, left, right. I'm like, mate, you're safe. It's okay. You're safe here.
So funny. Oh my god.
And he'll use acronyms and I just have to be like, yeah. Like ABC and I'm like, yeah. I know what that means.
Anyway.
Report
what have you been
time.
up to, Mackenzie? Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, what have I been up to? Not much, really. Working hard to please you. I went into the city one day and to see a friend, and that was pretty much my week. I turned 20 actually.
Whoop whoop.
Party.
20.
I went down.
Officially not a teenager.
No, don't. Makes me sad. I mean, the 20s are literally the start, but it's also like the end. Being a teenager was fun. But that's fine. We'll get into it later. I was just kind of rambling. What have you been up to?
I'm coming. I didn't meet any celebrities this time.
Damn. He's probably too scared to show his face.
Somebody tagged him in that TikTok.
Yeah, he's probably seen it. He's probably scared. He's like, oh, what if they don't recognize me?
Scared?
Yeah, he's scared you're going to slander him online.
Slander him saying what? Like, I don't really care.
There was no slander.
No scuck slander. Will not stand for it. I don't know the guy. I'm not going to slander him, so... Which appears to be the issue, that I don't know him.
Is that slander? Probably not. What's it called?
You see, you were insecure, so you put someone else down. No, babe.
Gail had her first haters. They're gonna come though. Like, we're putting ourselves on the internet, Gail. They're gonna come eventually.
I know, but it was just...
They weren't too bad. I feel like there's people out there that will throw death threats at us at some point if we get popular.
I know, but I just found it funny. I was like, what do you mean I'm insecure? I literally did not know who he was.
So what you saw him?
Say?
It said, like, so you saw someone Something. And
Popular.
It was like popular, and you didn't know who they were, so then you felt the need to put them down.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
was
just
like,
think she was
I
in a
didn't
silly goofy
respond
mood,
to it.
bit tipsy, and spoke before your mind caught up with you. And you didn't say anything
And then I realised
bad.
after, no, I just asked who he was.
Just in a really
very loud way. Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah. What did someone else say?
Let's take comment.
Someone else said something as well.
Oh, what did they say? It was something like, I can't even remember, to be honest. Let me have a quick look. This did not happen. It wasn't a hate comment, but somebody just said this did not happen. But someone said that he's cringe, but you guys make him seem cool.
See, I feel like that's someone we know, because who sees a random video on TikTok and like thinks to comment it? Like, I feel like that's someone we know, because like, what the fuck? Thanks though. Thanks. We made him seem cool somehow.
So funny. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We need to start the report.
Sorry. Okay, what have you been reading, Mackenzie?
Would you believe it if I told you that this week I have finished 3 books? I didn't start them all this week. I finished my 2 Dolly books. I had like a quarter left of both of them, Good Material and Dear Dolly, and then I start to finish read As Good as Dead, which is the 3rd and final book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. It was very good. Had me on the edge of my seat. I don't know where.
And that's why you read them.
That's why I read it. I really liked the end of Good Material. That was very good. The final chapter tied it all together, and I really liked it. And then As Good as Dead had me on the end of my seat. I was really scared the whole time. But we got there. And now I'm currently reading... I literally have read the author's notes, and that's it. I'm reading Fight Like a Girl by Clementine Ford, which is a book I got on my birthday from my grandpa. It's a signed copy as well.
Oh.
Look.
Okay.
Cute. I think she's from Melbourne, but I'm keen to read that. I'm back in my reading era.
I need to get back into it. I'm still trying. I have not picked up that book since last week. I'm still reading the same book.
I'm trying. I was like, I turned 20 and I'm like, wow, I actually need to do something, and I'm going to read more books. That's what I'm going to do. My other thing was I'm going to wear my retainer every night, but I messed that up last night, so. Oops.
You need to wear it though, don't you? Otherwise your teeth will go out of place again.
It's because like my tooth is hurting, and I'm like, poor baby.
Was it you or another person that didn't wear their retainer for like ages, and then you went to put it back on, and then you couldn't you couldn't put it back in without being like it being painful? Was that you or someone else?
Probably me. I didn't wear it for a while. When you put it in, because your teeth move and it hurts kind of. Yeah. You just have to you have to really suck it in there, and it doesn't like it. It's okay, because which just sucks, because I have to wear it literally for the rest of my life. Spend so much money on braces, and then you just have to wear it for the rest of your life. What the fuck do you mean? Sorry. Anyway, you're reading the same book?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. Drop a beat. Who are we dissing?
Drake. What? Who are we dissing?
Oh, what?
Drake?
Who said that? Okay, what have you been eating?
I went to Lygon Street the other day with a friend. If you don't know Lygon Street, it's like street in Carlton it's very popular for its food. But I went there, and I went to this Italian place, and I got pasta And it was so big. The portions there are so big. They're very popular for their palmies, which is like, they come on a plate like this big. Have this massive palmy on it for like, I think it's less than $20. So pretty good. And we took leftovers, and then I left my leftovers in my friend's fridge. So RIP the rest of my pasta. I was really looking forward to it.
Damn.
It's gone now.
I actually found a new Italian place as well.
Where?
In Kiama.
Ooh.
It's called Zia's, and it was actually really nice. I went there on Sunday night last week, and it was really good. Because me and my friend normally go to another local pasta restaurant closer to me, but I was like, no, we'll go to one closer to you this time. So we went to Kiama, and it was actually really nice. It was very lovely, and it wasn't expensive either, considering the quality of the food. Like it cost us like $90 for 2 mains, 2 desserts, and 2 drinks.
Oh, that's pretty good. I went to, we're just on the topic of pasta now. I also had pasta. I went out last weekend to this place called The Moat, which is underneath the State Library, and it was very, very cool.
But you know what? I didn't even write down pasta as what I'm eating this week. I wrote down pancakes.
You've been eating pancakes?
Only once. I don't know why I wrote it down. I've been eating it the whole time.
My headphones are tangled and they're really annoying me. Did you make them yourself?
That's okay. No, I went out. So I took my little sister to my aunt's house like during the week, and we went out for like lunch, and she said that the pancakes at this place were really good. So, I had to try them. Do you want to see a photo of how amazing they looked? Bro, it was...
I love pancakes.
They were fat.
Oh, yum. And the berries?
Right? Yeah. And maple syrup. And they had like ricotta and...
I was not a big ricotta person on pancakes. But who was it? One of the chefs at the place I used to work, we did breakfast. I worked breakfast once, and they were like, I'm going to make you a waffle and I'm going to put some ricotta and maple syrup on it. I'm like, I don't really like ricotta. And they're like, trust me. And it was actually banging. Ricotta with like maple syrup, and like it's just like a nice, like sweet, salty.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And I hate ricotta cheese. I look at that and I'm like, ew. Who did that? That should be illegal. Next time
you visit, we're going to one of my favourite cafes, and you're getting brioche French toast with ricotta and maple syrup.
There's a really nice place that's like walking distance from here that when my boyfriend's here, when Jimmy, people know his name now. When Jimmy's here, we walk there and they have like crazy French toast that has like fairy floss and like passion fruit curd, and it's like really thick and it's like coated. It's so yummy. I've had it twice now.
That'd be good.
It's very yummy. We'll go there. If you come visit me, we'll go there.
Not if, when.
When. Manifesting.
I will soon, like a few months, when I build up the funding. But yeah, pancakes. Anyway, what have you been playing?
I haven't listened to any new music, but I thought it counted. But I've been listening to the cancelled podcast. I was waiting all week for them to drop an episode unpacking what has been going on. And they did, and it was amazing. It was everything I hoped for. They ripped...
Oh, yeah, because it was last week that we talked about Clinton
Kane. What's his face?
Yeah, Clinton Kane.
So they unpacked that fully on the podcast, which is interesting. I'd been waiting for it. So they're just... I love listening to them yap. They asked if we were super rich. Super rich and had boob jobs.
What?
They yap in the same way. They're like besties, like us.
Oh, I was so confused. I thought you meant like they asked. But no, you didn't. You said they're like us. I thought you said
They're
they
like-
asked if we had those. I was like, why?
They're like us. They're besties you app, except they're a bit cooler than us. They've had
more work done.
They have some more lore. They've had some interesting life. Tanner is like a incredible poker player and goes to Las Vegas and goes and plays in poker competitions and like
really
cleans the floor.
God.
But I love them. What's it called?
I don't know how to play poker.
Neither do I. But we'll chat about it later. But I think it's so funny because Brooke got her like boobs done recently, and she keeps on raising her arms, and you're not meant to do that apparently. And so every video, like, it's either the comments are all about Clinton Kane or the comments are all about like her being like, everyone being like, put your damn arms down, like stop it right now, get your hands down. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently you're just not allowed to raise your hands.
So bizarre.
Bless. Bless them.
I don't know how it all works. So anyway, I
was gonna say, what have you been listening to? Playing.
Disney hits.
Oh, period. Gotta love the Disney hits.
I don't know. Because when I went clubbing the other day, when we were pre-gaming, I just chucked on freaking Disney hits, and we're listening to like Mother Knows Best from Tangled, a little bit of How Far I'll Go, Love is an Open Door.
Which Disney movie do you think has the best soundtrack?
Oh, don't do that.
Because I have a couple. I don't think I could decide. I think Hercules.
I've never watched Hercules.
Their soundtrack, banging. I love that soundtrack.
I like Moana's.
I think Frozen's is also pretty solid.
Yeah.
Who else is really... There hasn't been a good... There hasn't been a banging Disney movie in a while.
That's what I mean. That's something else I was going to bring up, is when I was listening to this like Spotify playlist, it kept on coming up with songs that I didn't know because they're from newer movies, and it made me feel so old. I was like, what is this song? And it's like one of the new Disney movies. I'm like, this is a Disney hit? I need to look up Disney classics now because apparently I'm old.
Disney classics. Did you ever watch Descendants?
Yeah.
Their soundtrack was banging.
Rotten to the Core.
Oh. They had some hits.
I didn't mind Descendants. I never watched like the second one, or I think they had a third one.
I think there's three. I watched the first one. I used to watch them on DVD.
Yeah. DVD. Oh my goodness.
I was never a Disney Channel kid. Like, I didn't have Disney Channel growing up.
I did. I was lucky. I was talking about it to my older sister the other day about how she was a Disney kid and I was you would say I'm going to name channels and you're not going to know what they are. I was a Boomerang kid apparently, and I forgot that was a channel. And she said, "No, you're a Boomerang kid." I'm like, "What the hell?" And it hit me, and I was like, "Oh my god, Boomerang! That's what Scooby-Doo was on. That's why I loved it. Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes." And then apparently I was really into Cartoon Network as well to watch Ben 10, Amazing World of Gumball, Regular Show, Adventure Time.
I watched Regular Show, Adventure Time. I hated Ben 10 for some reason.
I don't know why, but I liked it apparently.
I hated that show for some reason.
And Powerpuff Girls.
I never watched that in its entirety. Like, I knew what it was, but I was an ABC3 kid.
ABC Me.
ABC3, thank you very much.
I used to love ABC3 as well because when I didn't have Foxtel, obviously I either watched ABC3 or 9Go. Did you ever watch 9Go in like on Saturday and Sunday mornings with what's it called? It was like WB Kids or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love them, and I always wanted to like submit my name for like the birthday shout outs and all that, and Dad was like, "No." I'm like, "Why?"
will never ever forgive them for getting rid of ABC3 because I don't understand why. I don't understand the thought process. Like, it was perfect.
They got rid of ABC3?
They turned it into ABC Me.
Is that not the same thing?
No. They had Studio 3 and they had like they had the 3 that jumped around. He jumped around and then they had like I don't even think they have presenters on that channel anymore.
Oh, really? What about that gaming one? What's that gaming one called?
Good Game Spawn Point.
Yeah.
I don't even think they have... I'm pretty sure it's changed from ABC Me now. I'm pretty sure it's changed again.
Do you remember Prank Patrol?
I love Prank Patrol.
I used to love that.
Do you remember they used to do... So there used to be who? Kane, Amberly, Scott. I think Scott? James or something. There was like a few of them.
James.
And they used to do... What's it called? They used to do like a yearly like song. And they did a song one year called Pie Got a Fly. And I think about that music video all the time. It was so funny.
I don't remember any of that. I just remember some shows because like I wouldn't watch it all the time. And as I said, I also went between Foxtel sometimes.
No, I watched it all the time. Like that was the only channel I'd really watch. Sometimes Cartoon Network and 9. But I was so cut when they changed it from ABC3 to ABC Me.
Yeah, that confused me too. At the time, I was like, why?
Why would you do something?
It's like Kendrick Lamar. Fuck the big 3. it's just
You know what? That's where he got it from. He was in the producer's room and they said, guys, we're thinking about changing it to ABCB. And Kendrick's like, yeah, fuck the big 3. It's just Big Me. And they're like, we love it. Change it right now.
Yeah. And then years later, he's like, I'm going to use that.
He's like, I've been saving that one.
He's really been dissing Drake since like since 2010. Since before that, apparently, Chris has been sending me all these TikToks about how he's been dissing Drake since like To Pimp a Butterfly or something. Like so many songs are like sneak dissing Drake. Apparently, I'm like, I don't know whether this is like far-fetched or not, but
I saw a thing the other day because you know how Drake the type of guy used to be like a huge meme, like Drake the kind of guy to say oopsie daisy. I saw that the other day that said Kendrick the kind of guy who appears in your bathroom cabinet after closing it. Yeah, you know, in movies where they're like they brush their teeth, they get the thing and they close the thing and then he's in the back of the cabinet like I thought that was so funny. Like that made me actually laugh out loud because I'm like, I just imagined like Drake like combing his hair and then he closes the cabinet and Kendrick's like,
But I've seen that too. Like the one where it's like Kendrick the type of guy to disappear after a bus drives past. You know, like how you see like
he's the villain in the best way. Yeah. Oh my god. It always comes back to Drake and Kendrick.
I know. I'm sorry. You know what's so funny? We're talking about Disney hits.
And you were worried we wouldn't have enough to talk about. I'm like, just going through the report is like...
Yeah. Okay, what have you been obsessing over? We're not even halfway through.
Oh my god, we gotta speed this up. Jimmy bought me flowers the other day, and I came home from work and there were tulips. And so now I have tulips in my room. And I love tulips, they're my favourite flower. So yeah, I'm obsessing over my flowers. What are you obsessing over?
That's fair enough. The Madeline Argy situation, but I
was just gonna say Madeline Argy. That was gonna be what I was gonna say because I'm literally always obsessed with her, and I have been for over a year now. Anyway, what are you recommending?
Okay, A lipstick. So you know how you recommended last week the Black Honey Clinique Black Honey. So
Fenugreek?
I didn't end up buying. I didn't buy that because the one that I saw at Mecca was like a lip gloss kind of thing, and I didn't like it.
Oh, I want that.
It wasn't like a stick, yeah. So
Yeah.
my friend Simone bought me a birthday present, and it's obviously you can't read it. It's Hourglass. It's an Hourglass lipstick that's Impulse, the shade Impulse. So basically it's like a 3-in-1 duo. It's like a lipstick, a slight lip plumper, and it's a lip balm.
Ooh, I like that.
So yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice color. I was gonna say, show us the color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very similar to Black Honey. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
And so I'm very happy with it. So this is something I'm recommending because it is amazing. And I think, you know, why gatekeep?
Exactly.
No
gatekeeping here. Which is why I'm recommending, I don't know if you're an MCO beauty girl.
I don't really wear makeup.
I've become such a big fan of just like their brand as a whole because they're so... I saw an interview with the CEO the other day and she's just like, why like keep these things from people who can't access it because of the price? Like they do the dupes without getting sued. They had the lawyer on and everything and they're like, this word isn't trademarked, like we can't get sued for this. But they do like the dupes of Charlotte Tilbury.
Like same packaging.
So, actually, one sec. I'll show you. Oh my god. I hate these headphones. What made me think of this, yesterday I bought this for $10.
Yeah.
Right, same packaging as the Sol de Janeiro. For $10. How much does the Sol de Janeiro sell for? And the
like 30,
the
40.
scent was very, very similar. $63.
Ooh.
The first one says. And that was $10.
Okay.
And the scent was...
God.
Can you smell that?
Oh my god, that's so brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, right? What's it called? Yeah, they're just really... I just like their brand and the fact that it's something accessible to everyone because they sell them in the Woolies and the Big W's and like they have Woolies everywhere. Yeah. And so on the comments of the videos, like people who live in small towns that don't have access to makeup stores and stuff, like Mecca and whatever. And
Sephora, yeah.
They can go to Woolies and they can get the dupes for all the things for cheap and it's good quality.
Because they have MCO Beauty at Mecca as well.
Yeah.
That was wild to me because I literally thought it was a Woolworths thing, but no.
I'm a fan.
And I think
I'm a fan of their
I think
work.
it's brilliant, you know.
And I think I was gonna say she deserves all of the hype for it because what a genius idea. Like because people love dupes. People don't want to spend $100 on a foundation. I mean, I don't wear foundation, so I'm not doing that anyway. But you know, like
I don't
people
wear
don't want
foundation either.
People don't want to spend. I mean, most people who don't want to spend their entire paycheck on makeup.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's very smart of her.
Some things are worth it, but because she wouldn't have dupes for everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, so wait, was that what you're recommending? A makeup product?
Oh, I'm just recommending MCO Beauty.
Okay, I rate that.
Just as
I need
to
get some MCO Beauty stuff. I don't think I have any.
I have a few.
So I don't have makeup. I just don't.
I have a lip oil. I think I have that spray, and then I have a lip liner.
I bought a lip liner. I've never done that before.
I haven't either. Before like a month ago, I bought that lip liner like a month ago, and I'm like, wow, I'm a lip liner person now.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I actually like it. It's fun. Ooh.
Anyway, come on, finish the report.
All right, last one. What are you treating yourself to, Mackenzie?
Sleep. What are you treating yourself to?
Oh, I have not been treating myself to that. Anyway, I've been treating myself to nails. I got my nails done.
Some commotion for the nails. We should upload that video when we upload this episode.
Just got my nails done.
Just got my nails done. And then I'll laugh sync up. You guys can't see it because we record online and it's like out of sync anyway, but our laughs, they sync up. I hope they still
It's
do.
so funny. Me too. It's been a while.
It's been a while since we've laughed in person. But they were really funny. Like, they just sync up.
Everyone would notice. Everyone would just look at us as we like laughed in sync. It's just...
Yeah, one day we're just...
And then when... Was it that video that we noticed? That out we laughed in sync?
And then, because we went out for dinner on a cute little dinner date. We went and got our nails done and then we went to Stone Grill.
And literally every photo we'd take would be like...
Yeah,
trying to make it obvious.
Like, we'd like take, like, snap people with our hands in our faces. Because, like, I don't know about you, but like, I hardly ever got my nails done. I'd gotten them like done like one time before that because they were expensive. But yeah, and then someone was like, "You guys, we know you've got your nails done. You don't need to put it in every photo." And I'm like, "Well, spend like $80 on it." So yes, I do.
I can't wait to see you.
Not long now. I'm weak.
A week. Oh, goodness. That is exciting. That is very exciting.
Report done. How long did it take us?
You don't want to know.
I think we had some funny little side tangents though. My dad won't like it. Because every time I ask my dad about what he thinks of the podcast, he's like, the report was short, I liked it, or like, oh, the report was far too long. Sorry, Dad, you're not going to like it. But like,
we talk about topics in it though.
Like last week, we accidentally talked about bags for 10 minutes.
Did we?
Because it wasn't 10 minutes, it was like 5 minutes, but like we got off on the side tangent of talking about backpacks and tote bags and just bags and stuff.
Now we've talked, I can't even remember what we talked about just then. I'm gonna be so real.
I don't either. We had, I think it was good though. We talked about ABC3.
I hope so.
And Kendrick Lamar. Anyway, next topic. Transitions. Do you remember I can't remember who else was in our group. River and I's Julia Gillard speech.
Yes!
Slideshow.
It was you, River, Elliot.
I think Eva was there.
Yeah, but it was the oddest group, and then you and River were just put in charge of design and like transitions, and you put Boomerang behind it.
Oh my god, I love Julia Gillard. I love her misogynistic speech.
You literally
not misogynistic, misogyny speech. Misogyny speech. But I took the absolute piss out of that, unfortunately.
I'm pretty sure, was River crying because of it? I'm pretty sure he was crying, and you
put Tony Abbott's head on a cow. And then we had a photo of Julia Gillard there like, yes! And then Tony Abbott's head was on the cow, because we were like, bad misogynist.
Oh my goodness, I can't even remember what my group did.
You're too focused on
your group was very memorable. All of your presentations, like you as an individual in high school, they were so funny.
That's good. That's what you want.
Memorable.
You want a lasting impression. And that's what I did. Exactly.
You did well.
That was a side tangent. But
I think River's gonna like that you brought that up though.
I hope someone surely has a video somewhere, because I'm pretty sure our accounts are gone, so the slideshow would be gone. I should have gotten it off. It was fun though.
Hey. You know, that birthday post I made for you, actually, I was going to put Boomerang behind it.
I don't care about what they say.
But then I thought, it won't make sense to people.
That was the last time Joja Siwa's music was good.
Right?
That was a
actually, song. I saw a TikTok the other day about Joja Siwa's music. You know how, so somebody asked, it was like a Make-A-Wish kind of situation where they asked Jojo, can you please come see this child, right? And she said, what kind of genre do I need to go for? The old JoJo or the new JoJo? And that's when like people have realized like, well, she like with Miley Cyrus, her change in her like from Hannah Montana to who she is now happened with the aging. She aged with her audience.
I was gonna say because we grew up with her, and so then when she switched up, everyone was like, "What?" But like Joja Siwa, like I feel like she was going through a boomerang phase when we were like 13, like so we were already kind of past it.
Yeah, so now, like, but she's around our age, that's the thing. So now that she wants to grow up and do new things.
She always had a younger audience.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why her impact isn't, like, it's a bit weird because her audience is still very much young, like, too young to understand what she's trying to do.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see videos about her anymore. I used to see so many videos about it and then nothing. Radio silence.
The only thing I used to see about it is that one-sided beef with Jacob Sartorius and her. Did you ever see that? He literally wrote that song and he tried to like outstream her and it was like she hasn't even acknowledged it.
and he put like his face all over his car. Like she used to He's so funny for that, to be honest. I used to be a Jacob Sartorius girl. He was my blurry iPad wallpaper on my iPad mini. And it was like just a screenshot of his album I got off the internet. I'm like, wow, he's so cute. What?
You can wear my sweatshirt.
And that song,
what was his other one? He had another one.
I don't know.
That was a banger.
Hey, they were bangers. Let's be real.
No, he did well. But yeah, that one-sided beef is like pretty much all I've heard from Joja Siwa since Karma.
So all I've heard from Jacob Sartorius since Sweatshirt.
Oh no, it's all I've heard from Jacob Sartorius since he dated Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, that was so funny. I know she's married, but still holding hope for them. No. Millie Bobby Brown and her husband are very cute.
Yeah, John Bon Jovi's son.
And being the daughter-in-law of John Bon Jovi, like...
Crazy.
Why would you go back to Jacob Sartorius? It's so funny.
Because she can wear his sweatshirt.
You can wear my sweatshirt.
That
was a banger. I love that
song. Anyway, Madeline Argy. Let's talk about it.
I have loved Madeline Argy for a while now. Her TikToks, she just speaks how I think. Does that make sense? She just like speaks in a nice... Oh, and her podcast, only podcast I don't have to speed up to listen to.
Really?
So I listen to most podcasts on 1.1 or 1.2. Her podcast I can listen to on 1. Because she talks at a perfect pace. It scratches my brain right. But if you haven't been living under a rock, and if you have, that's fine, we'll fill you in. There's been some controversy. Madeline Argy was dating Central C. Everyone's favourite UK rapper.
Yeah.
Could not tell you a Central C song though. Well, I'm a
Sprinter, featuring Dave.
I'm gonna be real, they all sound very similar.
Is it featuring Dave or is it featuring Central C? I don't know. Sprinter with Dave.
Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks? That would be good. I wish Alvin and the Chipmunks were real. Anyway.
Actually, that'd be like, imagine going to an Alvin and the Chipmunks concert.
I would froth that. They have ABBA concerts where like the concert is like a hologram of ABBA. Why can't they have an Alvin and the Chipmunks costume concert?
Yeah,
where they're just holograms. Like I love that.
Holograms.
They're so good. Oh, I'm sad they're not real.
Me too. And the Chipettes as well. Oh, we've gone off topic. Madeline Argy.
Okay, Madeline Argy. We love Madeline Argy. I listen to her podcast, Pretty Lonesome. I don't know if you listen to her. She's very good.
No.
But she went viral on TikTok. She has been dating Central C on and off for about 2 years. Central C, I saw her, what is it? Central C flew, is doing a collab with Ice Spice. Yeah, and it's basically kind of cheated on Madeline.
Well, but the thing is that Madeline wasn't told that it was happening.
From her video. No, you go.
He kind of just told her, like, oh, listen to this new song. And she was like, oh, yeah, cool. And then she was told, like, something happened, something to do with, like, the 12-hour flight from...
Oh, yeah, he was like, such and such is coming over. We're going to film this thing. But, like, he told her while she was already on the girl he was flying across to the UK was already on the flight. So, like...
Oh!
Because everyone was, like, speculating. Everyone's like, oh, no, Madeline's in on it. Like, he's kind of fallen off a bit. She's kind of fallen off a bit. Like, Madeline's in on it. And Madeline's first video was like, you got me, like...
Yeah.
And then was like, no, for real. Like, I've had no idea about this. She found out about, Ice Spice flying across, after she'd already left to fly across. Yeah. And then she was, like, gonna break up with him. But before she even got the chance to break up with him, because he was, like, disrespecting her, he was already, like, posted up in the club with Ice Spice shaking that thing. Already posted, in the words of Madeline Argy, already posted up in the club with the baddie. Like... And then apparently he was, like, messaging her being like, I still love you.
Screenshotted the messages.
The whole thing started was because Ice Spice posted a TikTok of her it was like a video on Instagram of her, like, twerking, and Central C commented, trouble. And then Madeline Argy screenshotted it and posted on her Instagram story and then deleted it, like, almost straight away. And then...
Oh my God.
She posted some selfies with the caption trouble, and then she posted the TikTok series of her explaining it all. But justice...
Oh my God.
Justice for Madeline Argy.
Right? And another thing was there... I don't know... I read somewhere in the TikTok comments about the publicity stunt between Central C and Leah Holton. Oh, no, Madeline Argy spoke about that, where he paid Leah Holton
TikToker
to...
Leah Holton has a boyfriend, is the thing.
Yeah.
But he paid a TikToker to sing his song in his car or something like that to spark dating rumours. And then it was, like, a similar thing with Ice Spice to, like, spark dating rumours to get people talking about them again. Except she didn't know. Like, his actual girlfriend didn't know. But, what was I going to say? They broke up. Do you listen to... There's a podcast hosted by Alex Cooper called Call Her Daddy, which is, like, very, very popular podcast.
I have heard of it. Yes.
So that's the podcast. So she started a brand called Unwell, Alex Cooper, and that's what her podcast Call Her Daddy, and then Madeline Argy's podcast Pretty Lonesome is under the same brand. And so before she launched that, she was on Call Her Daddy last year talking about her breakup with Central C. Like, very publicly was like, we're not together anymore. Because it's always getting kind of, like, speculative of, like, if they're actually together or not. Like, there was a few photos and stuff, but, like, they've never been super public with their relationship. And then I think it was, like, at the end of last year, everyone's kind of, like, speculating that they were back together. And then, but it was never 100% confirmed, apart from, like, paparazzi photos of them together. It wasn't confirmed until Madeline came out with the TikTok series being like, fuck this guy. Like, and
yeah, because it just makes her look like, without her side of things, it makes her look like a bit of a pushover. You know?
I was going to say, and like, she started the video of, like, everyone was, like, saying, Madeline, stand up, so I'm standing up. Because, like, she's very, like, because she's been so low-key with their relationship of, like, are they together, are they not together? Like, they get back together, they break up, they get back together. For her to come out publicly with screenshots of being like, yeah, he cheated on me. Like, I love it for her. And it's because, it's 100% because of the Brooke Schofield era, because they met up when Madeline was in America recently and like went to Coachella with Brooke, and they've become besties.
Oh, okay. Okay, I
And
didn't
so-
know they went to Coachella together.
Yeah, so because I listened to the podcast. Yeah, so she became besties with Brooke when she was in America, and yeah, they've been communicating about don't date singers, don't date musical artists, guys. Because it's 100% influenced by the fact that Brooke came out with her series being like, "Who the fuck did I marry?" Which is based off. Did you listen to the original "Who the Fuck Did I Marry" series?
No, because it was like over 100
It was
part
like
series
60
or something.
parts or something. And
I can't
I
be
listened
bothered.
to the recap because I'm like, God, it does not need to be this many parts. I listened to the recap and yeah, it was pretty crazy. But going off of that is this morning when I woke up, Clinton Kane has responded, over a week later, with a 27-part series. 27-part series called "Who the Fuck Did I Date, Not Marry?" So I don't think he's gotten the joke of... Obviously they weren't married. Obviously she's not saying they were married.
Mm.
But he's come out and I listened to some of it. Basically the gist of it was like trying to like say what she's lied about, but he never actually addressed any of like the big facts of like him lying about his mother being dead.
Did he discuss the Australian accent? I feel like that's very important.
Oh, he did, but he kind of just beat around the bush with a lot of things. It was a bit funny because like Brooke's like, "You lied about your mum being dead, you cheated on me, you've done all of these bad things," and Clinton went through the videos and would be like, basically like, "You've lied here, you said there were 7 people at dinner, but there's actually 4 people at dinner, I remember." Like, just like light little things, and Brooke's like, "What the fuck?" Like, what?
Oh.
He's just like nitpicking all the things and like wasn't, and he's like, "You said my mother didn't know how to speak English, but she does." And Brooke's like, "I found her Facebook and all she was speaking was like not English, so I made the assumption that she did not speak English, but I don't think that's the problem here."
Yeah.
I don't think that's the problem.
And he's literally just owned up to the fact that, like, yeah, my mum's alive and well.
He hasn't said that technically.
Yeah, but like the fact that he's like, my mum does speak English.
He's like,
actually.
she does speak English. And
does, not did.
That's what Brooke said. Brooke said does. What's it called? What else was I gonna say? Fuck. I'm on a rant. There's been a lot going on.
Snowballing.
Oh my god, what else was I gonna say? I've forgotten. He did own up to the fact that he cheated on her.
Oh, good.
He's like, "Yeah, I did cheat on her, but like I was in such a bad place. It was like my bad."
I don't get it. How do hot women get cheated on?
He's got some balls. He's got the nerve. You know what? He has the nerve.
Don't get it. Literally do not get it.
I didn't watch the whole thing, to be fair, but Team Brooke Schofield, Team Madeline Argy, get these women away from these men right now.
They deserve better.
They deserve better.
I wish I could... Wait, is it... I wish I could treat you better than he can, 'cause every girl like you deserves a gentleman. So tell me, why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting time when I could be with you instead? Oh, it's I know, not I wish I could. I wish I could treat you better. Oh my god.
I have a question. Do you ever like your own Instagram posts?
Okay.
Because I was thinking about
if it's a different account, like my private account, I'll like my main Instagram. Okay, like, you know, but I won't like my own account. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because I do. I don't know No, why?
For the likes.
For the likes. I like it. If I'm going to post it, I like it.
Oh, that's fair.
I like it enough to post it.
Your post that you made the other day, I was on my way to the club, smashed, and I saw it and I went, I know what I'm going to write.
This is so... Did you see Shane's comment on it?
Yeah, we talked about it last night. And because Jimmy turned to me and he goes, did you see Shane's comment? And I went, no. And then Shane went, and then he said it and I went, no, I did say that actually.
He commented that and then literally like a second later I get a message from him and he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's come over me. And I'm like, what does he mean? And I look at my Instagram and what's the comment? What the Sigma? That guy is literally the Rizzler. Man's got that. I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Jawline and all. But then I was on the phone to Jimmy and he's like, he said something about what you commented. He's like, I'm gonna come for Gail. I'm like, why? He's like, because of what she commented. I'm like, God, don't get mad.
I was going to comment back. When you wrote marry me back, I was going to comment back, but I just did not have the mental capacity to comment at that time. I was like, I'm going to. And then it would have caused real beef between me and Jimmy. Oh, that's so funny.
No, it's funny. I don't know if you want to keep this in or not, but you know how last year when he came to see me and we went up in Greece when we were doing long distance as like a little holiday together, and you're like, oh, better not propose. And like we were like 19, we were like, this is not happening for many years, right? But you kept like making jokes about it and he was like, I'm not doing it. He's like, Mackenzie, I'm not doing it. I'm like, good, like we're 19, like not expecting this for many years. I can't remember if I told you this. We went for a walk on one of the islands and we walk along and like someone spray painted on the rocks, marry me. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, Jimmy, you shouldn't have. It would have been so much funny because we left our phones behind. I'm like, oh my God, this has been so funny to record. But no, alas, we left our phones behind. It was so funny.
Yeah, I kept on making jokes about it. It's like, oh, don't propose.
Don't propose. Don't come
Mackenzie said she's not ready.
I thought it was so funny because I saw
propose.
that. I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, that's too funny. Oh my God.
That holiday looked like a lot of fun though.
It was really fun.
Are we going overseas together?
We should. I don't have a passport at the moment, but...
Yeah, nor do I. Mine's expired.
Same. Same. But it's so fun. Drank all the Aperol spritzes and went to all the places. We should go. Europe.
We should. I was talking to a friend the other night, and she's doing a Kentucky tour with her friends.
I don't think I have the mental capacity for that.
Like, I feel like a Kentucky tour would stress me out, but I have been looking at them.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be keen on like the really long ones that are like you spend majority of the time in a bus and then you are traveling, like in Rome for 24 hours and then you're like, all right, back on the bus, and then you're like driving and then it's like, all right, here's 24 hours in Paris. And I'm like, I like
that's why I'm iffy about it.
I think if I went to Europe again, I would want to do Eurorailing and get the pass and then go on the trains from country to country.
Okay.
And
I hear that the trains like are really nice as well.
Because they have a pretty good train system, and I'm pretty sure if you get the pass, it's cheaper than flying around and be better than flying around, and it's better than sitting in a bus, and you get to stay places longer. But alas, my bank account does not want that right now.
Soon. When we may be professional yappers, but we're not qualified yet. When we're qualified yappers.
We'll go.
We're self-proclaimed professional yappers.
Actually, I might quickly
talk
about Mikey inspectors just because I feel like it's relevant at the moment. And if you make it into a TikTok. Basically, I catch the tram to work, right? I don't know if I've spoken to this about you about this. I catch the tram to work. I've worked there for a couple of months now, over 3 months. First 3 months of working there, I have not seen a single Mikey inspector. Mikey inspectors are just I don't want to slander anyone's name. They get on and they check if you've tapped on and whatnot. But they're very notorious for targeting international students and yeah. So they're not always the most fair people, allegedly. So I've never seen them on my tram line before. I catch the tram to and from work multiple times a week. July rolls around. First day of July, I get on. I'm on the phone to my pop. I haven't tapped on. I'm coming home from work, and I look up, and there's a guy writing someone off. And I'm at the stop, and I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, do I tap on? And I saw the doors were open. We were at the stop, and so what do? I just leave. I run away as fast as I can because they're like $300 fines.
Really?
I'm like, I could not afford this right now for not tapping on for my $1.65. I'm like, I just ran. And sometimes they chase after you, apparently, but they did not today. They mustn't have seen me. But every single time, pretty much since then, I've seen them on my tram, and there's usually like 4 or 5 of them. Like, they travel in packs. And this is like out in the suburbs. Like, this is like towards the end of the tram line. This is like, stop 60. Like, we're far away from the city. I'm like, why are you guys out here? It's because we're near the uni. And they kind of are being on and off between the uni that's out here. So I've got personal beef with them because I was talking to Jimmy about it. He's like, just pay the $1.65. I'm like, you don't get it. You don't get like it's a sport, all right? Like, and also, yeah, they're just annoying me. Like, why are they suddenly out in the middle of nowhere when I'm just trying to go to work? And they're so mean.
Oh my god.
I went on there the other day. There was me and one other guy on the tram. And I don't think English was his first language. 5 Mikey officers get on the tram. They come over to me. They check my card. They're like, yep, all good. They go over to this guy. He has not tapped on. And they spend the rest of the time harassing him, basically. Like, I get it's their job. But, yeah. I'm in a Facebook group called Mikey Officer Alert Space, where it's just people taking photos of them and where they are to let other people know. Which is cute. But yeah, they're annoying me. They're absolute menaces.
It reminds me of the time when I gave my little sister my Opal card to go. She needed to go to Sydney for the day with her school, and she forgot to apply for an Opal card online. So I just gave her mine, but the only one I had was my concession one because I go to uni. So I just gave her that one. And on the train, they were checking all of the Opal cards. And then they asked to see her school ID because it was a concession card. They said, "Can we see your your concession card or your student ID?" And Alicia goes like, "I don't have one." And they said, "You can't be using that card then." And then the teacher had to step in and say, like, she's on a school trip, she can't get off, like, because they were going to kick her off the train for using my card.
Yeah.
I felt like,
what's extra silly is like concession cards here. You can't just show your student ID. Like, I can't show my university ID if they check my concession card. I have to show them my separate concession travel card that I have to carry around with me everywhere I go to show that I am allowed to have my concession card. Like, I can't show them my actual student ID. That doesn't count, apparently.
Bizarre.
But I was talking to my housemate about it the other day, and she's like, oh, yeah, like, when I do catch the tram, like, or the train, like, I just say I forgot, and they let me go. And I'm like, that is pretty privileged. Like, she gets to the tram station, and, like, if there's a gate to get through, she'll be like, oh my god, I forgot, and they'll just let her through. Oh my god. That is pretty privileged. How is she?
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh,
what is this? Yeah.
You're literally just trying to start beef.
With who?
Scucks. Scucks Galina rap battle when? Can't wait.
I literally can't rhyme. Don't have enough time.
I think we should end the episode now. I think we should go.
This has been us.
This has been us rendezvousing. Next week, we'll be actually rendezvousing, meeting at the rendezvous point. Live audience. Maybe.
Oh! Imagine.
We'll be like the cancelled podcast where they get on the stage and they'll be us.
No, we're gonna be so awkward. I don't think we're able to do
that. We're gonna lock ourselves in a bedroom and be like, sorry guys.
I told my auntie about it and I was like, we might have like a live audience, but because me and Mackenzie are going to be awkward, I don't think they're going to laugh. And she goes, just record me laughing and add it as a laughing track.
We'll be like the friends. We'll just like, we'll make them laugh. No, we won't. They're scary. I can't make people laugh in front of an audience. So sometimes I'm like, maybe I could be a stand-up comedian. And I'm like, God, Mackenzie, as soon as you get in front of anyone, it's like, you freak out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this has been us rendezvous. This has been once again.
Mackenzie and Galina. Tell your grandpa. Tell
your
friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Galina post TikToks.
I'm sorry. I've been busy. I've been very busy. You've seen my time tree schedule. It's been very busy. Anyway, tell everyone. Do all the things, like, subscribe, follow, do all that. Don't hate.
Galina can't stand it.
No, I actually find them so funny, I must say. Like, don't hate on me, but like, I find them funny. Like, if they get too hateful, I might start crying. But for the time being, because I don't know these people that are hating, I find it funny.
We'll write a diss track about them.
Enemies of Pete.
I wish that actually happened. Anyway.
That's the story for another time.
That's the story for another time. I wish that actually happened. Anyway. Ta-ta. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Bye.